What's going on, guys? Tiebreak here, back with another Warframe video, and today I'm going to be showing you my Broken War build. So I've had the Broken War for quite a while. Right when I started playing Warframe, I was kind of looking on YouTube and the internet for like good weapons and cool looking weapons, and the first time I saw the Broken War, I immediately fell in love with the way it looks, and I actually found out that it was an awesome weapon. So I basically just grinded out all the quests to do it. So yeah, if you haven't done the second dream quest, go and do it, because you will get this sword at the end, and it is an amazing quest, and there's lots and lots of lore kind of exposed, and it's an amazing quest. So go ahead and do that, and you get this awesome sword. Comes with the catalyst pre-installed, and it is, I believe it is one of the highest base damages of any of the melee weapons. I think the new Nakana Prime that just came out in the last update, the last big update that we had before Valbon Prime with Saren Prime and stuff like that, the Nakana Prime actually has a higher base damage than the Broken War. But in my opinion, this one is easier to get. You don't have to farm anything. You just have to do the quest and then you get it. So in my opinion, this one's easier to get, so it's more worth it. And yeah, it's an awesome weapon. So let's go ahead and check out the build I have on it. Now, take in mind that this build is not the ideal build that I want. The biggest thing that I would like to change out is the stance. I would love to have Crimson Dervish on this, just because I believe it matches the polarity, and it also the attacks get, the damage that is from your attacks gets multiplied by 3 for pretty much every single regular attack, which is amazing. So if you look at all those numbers on the left that are pretty high, into the thousands, even 2000s for a wall attack, that gets tripled. So imagine that. Imagine doing like 3 times as much damage. So yeah, it's crazy. So I really want Crimson Dervish. I'm trying to farm it, and once I do get it, I'll be able to put a video out for it, and then this weapon will pretty much be unstoppable. So I have Iron Phoenix on just because that's the one that I've been using. I don't think, yeah, that's the only one that I have. And yeah, I didn't put any Forma on. There is 2 polarity slots, excuse me, geez, I can't talk right now. Polarity slots pre-installed. There's a V polarity and a dash polarity. So yeah, let's just go through it. So first of all, of course, I put pressure point just because you really need pressure point on any melee weapon. Range and fury, or reach and fury for range and attack speed. It just makes like this weapon just deals so much damage so quickly. It may not be like the highest numbers you'll ever see, but it's such a quick attack speed that you end up doing a whole lot of damage really, really quickly. So yeah, I also have Organ Chatter. I think this is the one that I actually change out for other things. Just I might actually change this one out just because I've been working on different builds, and just to see what it is. But you do have a 24% critical chance with this build, so I did actually throw this on, so that you can get 90% critical damage, which is pretty good for that. What am I at? 2.8 times for my multiplier. So yeah, it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. I just threw this on because I have a pretty good critical chance. For my gosh, what, I can't even think about it. All these elemental mods. Jeez, I don't know what's wrong with me. It must be, I think I need to sleep. But I have this elemental mod, Vicious Frost, just to give me the extra status chance, as well as the regular elemental damage. Because if you ever seen this one, it does have a awful status chance of, I believe, 10%. Yes, 10%. So yeah, this bumps it up to 16%, which isn't a lot, but I mean, the better, the more that you have, the better. So, and if you know that every time you put a elemental mod on a melee weapon, it actually increases the attack no matter what. No matter what it is, like it'll increase the damage that you do, even though you're not proccing the status chance. So if I put this Toxin one on, even though I'm not proccing Toxin a lot because I only have a 16% chance, it will actually give me a higher damage. See, if I take this off, you can actually see that my damage goes down quite a bit. Yeah, so if I put it back on, you'll see, yeah, my damage like bumps up quite a bit, just because I think that's just the way melee weapons work. You don't have to actually proc the status to do extra damage. So that's really helpful with any of the builds, on any melee builds, to just If you don't know what to do, just throw a bunch of elemental mods on it. You know, you'll proc status eventually, but you'll also get a damage boost from each of those ones. I also threw this on. I think this and Oregon Shadow are the ones that you can probably switch out for anything you want. I was just trying it out because, you know, slash, it does a mainly slash damage. Most melee weapons do mainly slash damage, and this one too. So I thought I'd throw on 90% extra slash damage just to, you know, bump up the damage just a little bit. I also use this for doing lots of infested stuff. So I'm gonna actually show a video later on of me doing pretty much a really high level infested survival with just this weapon, and I think I can probably get to 20 minutes. I probably won't go that long for the sake of the video, but yeah, I can get pretty far with just this weapon, and that's just what we're gonna do in the end. So yeah, we're gonna have to check that out. And also I have True Steel on. Yeah, if you're running Oregon Shadow, you might as well run True Steel just to get that extra crit chance up. But yeah, so yeah, if you guys have any builds that you like to do on the Broken War, make sure to leave a comment below, and I'll try and see if I can try and see what's good. Yeah, any of these any of the status mods you can switch out for any other one as well. So, but you know, whatever your playstyle is, I'm not telling you that you should do this. This is just my build that I use. So let's go ahead and go out. I'm gonna use the Rhino, and let's see what this thing can do. Alright, so here we are with the infested survival mission. I've been doing this for 5 minutes just about, so this might actually sound, the audio quality might actually sound a little different than the scene before, but that's because I basically filmed a whole extra part of this video while I was doing this survival mission, like in real time live commentary. And as I was playing it back, I really realized that you can barely hear my voice at all, so this is going to be re-recorded over again, so it might sound a little bit weird. I might, you know, it's not going to be as detailed as the first one, so, but I'm going to get it out anyway just for you guys, just so you guys can get that information out and so you can actually hear it. So yeah, I've been noticing when I've been recording through the PS4, the audio quality of my microphone has not been as good as I'd like it to be. I actually like to re-record it after it on my computer. So, but that's going to all change once I do my move and get my whole capture card set up. But that'll be another video with my channel update. So that'll be coming out, I think, tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I definitely want to do a channel update sort of thing. So let's get back to this video. As you can see, this weapon is amazing. The level for this, I think it was 28 to 33 survival, so that's a pretty high level survival, you know, when you're going through the star chart. I'd say that's in, you know, the upper levels, and it's on Eris, so, you know, it's an infestation mission, so it's perfect for doing melee only because all the enemies run directly at you. You don't have to like follow anyone, worry about getting shot or anything like that. Some of the enemies are a little bit strong, like the ancient healers and stuff like that, but this weapon is amazing. It rips through pretty much everything. Everything except for maybe the ancients. You can pretty much get through with one shot or a couple slices of your Broken War. So it is a really, really good weapon. And I actually forgot to put on Steel Charge for this video. I was originally going to do it just to show kind of like the power at the maximum, like, you know, with Steel Charge on, you know, having the maximum amount of damage output as possible. And then, you know, as I started to do it, I actually thought, you know what, I'm actually just going to show just the Broken War, and it's doing amazing. Like, you know, being able to last, you know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes in a survival mission with just a melee weapon in an infestation mission with the levels getting pretty high. I mean, at that point, you know, the levels are going to get closer to the, you know, 40s and maybe even like a 50, you know, just like low 50s, high 40s, and that's going to be amazing. You know, if you can have one melee weapon that, you know, can boost your confidence that much to be able to take it, you know, in these higher level missions, that's amazing, because, you know, you could take a lower level, you know, primary or secondary if you're leveling it up, and if you throw a Broken War on there, you're always going to have a weapon that's going to deal enough damage to kill pretty much anything in your path. Like, I'm pretty confident in saying that if you got the Broken War and you didn't finish the star chart, you could probably take just the Broken War and finish most of the star chart. You know, that's just how powerful it is. You know, if you had Crimson Dervish on and Steel Charge, imagine that. Imagine having 3 times as much damage as I'm doing right now, and then 60% on top of that. That is amazing. I can't even imagine that. So, you know, I really want to get Crimson Dervish for that, just so I can have one melee weapon that'll pretty much just annihilate everything in my path. But excuse me, ugh, something in my throat. But yeah, I actually kind of stopped using this weapon for a while because it was pretty much just taking over everything. Like, I was using this weapon so much, and I was kind of relying on it so much that, you know, I wasn't, you know, leveling up any other melee weapon or any other weapons. Just, you know, I was just using the Broken War to kind of carry me through a bunch of stuff, and I kind of stopped that so I can, you know, get my mastery rank up, and I can get more just weapons, have more weapons you know, ranked up, and just have a little bit more variety in this game. So that's what I did, and it actually was just, it was awesome. So, you know, I recommend going and doing this, doing the quest to get this weapon, because the quest, the second dream quest, is an amazing quest. It's my favorite quest by far. It dives into so much story behind Warframe, like, itself, rather than all the other quests that are focused on one single Warframe. It dives into the whole factor of, like, Warframe itself, and there's so much lore that gets discovered and stuff like that in there. So, you know, just, if you haven't done it, go and do it. You know, it's an amazing quest, and you get an amazing weapon from it, and it's completely worth it. So, yeah, I would just say, for the Broken War, go and get it. It's pretty much one of the best and easiest, like, weapons to get, and it looks the coolest in my opinion. It's probably my favorite weapon to look at in all of Warframe. So yeah, in my opinion, just go get it because it's amazing. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys have any if you guys know of any builds that you want me to try out, or you found a build that's really awesome, post it down in the comments below and I'll be sure to try it out. Also, if you want to see any builds for any weapons, you know, secondaries, primaries, melee weapons, if you want to see any Warframe builds, also post that in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get that out for you guys. Well, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Pick up this weapon, and I'll see you guys in the next one.